Hey guys, Constance here from Cosmopolitan Cornbread. So I am getting ready to work on some fencing. Got a whole bunch of posts down here and I'm about to start loading up some of these into the back of my truck. I've got my post hole digger, I've got a whole bunch of concrete, and it's time to start putting some of these in because we're getting some more animals. And we're getting them pretty soon, so we've got to get to work. Alright, you guys, so we have the posts in. This will be another animal barn shed of sorts. It'll be very similar to the one that is back there that we built for the goats over there. But this one, instead of facing this direction the same way that one is, this one is going to be kind of facing that way, except I'm going to completely enclose in the far end and have the doorway over on that side on this half, because our predominant winds always come in this direction. Once in a while they don't, but they almost always come this way. So that way the animals will be able to go inside there and get completely away from any sort of weather. And you can see back there I've got the gate closed, so the goats are being made to stay back there. And we put in some more fence posts so that we can divide this big area in half. So right now we're letting the concrete set and all of that, and then we will get to work on the rest of it. Probably get a lot of done. I think maybe this weekend we may have a friend coming over, someone who likes doing projects, so we'll see if he's free. If not, we'll just be working on it like crazy, because we have about a week. We have about a week before these animals will be coming, and I just went earlier today to look at a trailer. I needed a livestock trailer because Basically what is happening is a friend of mine has a friend who, her and her husband are moving, and they are moving out of state. They're almost about to close on their house, and they have still not found a home for their animals. And so they have just been a nervous wreck, and was talking with my friend, and she was thinking about it, and she said, I may know somebody. So they reached out to me, and I went the other day and met these animals and agreed to go ahead and bring them here to a Good Life farm. So what are we getting? Well, we're getting 3 more goats. Now, I don't necessarily consider these goats breeding stock. One of them is an old nanny goat, and the other 2 are they're similar to Nigerian dwarves, but they're basically backyard pet goats. And so I'm kind of taking in these goats to help someone out. Does not mean I'm starting to do goat rescue, so I don't want a million people saying, I got a goat for you. I've already had people doing that, but this is kind of a special situation. So they're similar in size to the goats we already have, so I could have just brought them in the dog crate, no big deal, except there's a 4th animal. And this animal is a little bit bigger, and I'm pretty excited about this one because I have always adored them, but I never thought I would have one. We are getting a Sicilian miniature donkey. So that is why I went to look at a livestock trailer, and I found one. I had asked around, didn't know anybody who had one, and that's the thing. I'm a homesteader, but most of my friends are not. I know very few people in my area who are homesteaders. Most people don't do what I do. So I asked around, nobody had a trailer, nobody knew anybody with a trailer. So I got online, did some searching, found one that looked to be in pretty decent shape. It may need some new tires down the road, it may need new trailer lights down the road. They said they just redid the lights and they look okay, but you know how it is. Either way, I'm getting a really good deal on it, and I will be able to use this animal trailer not only for moving the donkey, but down the road, if we do decide to raise a feeder steer, raise some pigs, we'll have a way to transport them. So we kind of needed to get a trailer, and so this just kind of worked out as the perfect opportunity. So yes, I am very excited, and that is why for the next several days I will be working like a mad woman to get this area finished. Now, the fencing, dividing this area off, this is something that I'd been planning on doing forever. We just, what can I say? It just didn't happen. But the shelter will be the big project. So now, when I went to meet the animals, I didn't film or anything like that. I'm kind of funny about filming at other people's homes. I don't like to do that. I like to respect people's privacy. And oddly enough, I also didn't take any photos, but you'll have to trust me. They're adorable. So you will meet them in about a week or so. So right now I'm being stared at. I don't know if you can see them back there. I've got an audience. It is late afternoon, and that means it's treat time. So every afternoon I go out there, I give the goats their treats, I give them a brushing, refresh the hay, and all that good stuff. So let me head into the house and get some treats. Really? Now how am I gonna put that in the box? Hmm? Look at this. Look at this. Really? Really? Alright. Look at you. Look out. You're not helping. Alright, so the goats got some attention. Now the doggies are wanting some attention. We are going to take them out there and let them get a little bit of exercise. Alright, so thought I would come out onto the porch real quick and wrap up this video. It is almost dark, but I was thinking, you know, here we are, it is already into the second half of January, and that means very soon it's going to be garden season. It is going to be time to start the seeds and start thinking about what I'm going to grow this year. Now, I'm not going to be doing any more seed orders. I have got a lot of seeds in there. Back last year, when things started getting a little nuts around here, as in America, or the world even, I ordered seeds. I ordered a lot of seeds. Mr. Smith's about to start his car. I ordered a lot of seeds. And I ordered I ordered some more of my favorite things. I ordered things I'd never grown before just because they were available, and I wouldn't call it panic buying, but I just wanted to have a little bit extra just in case. And so right now a lot of the seed companies are just overwhelmed with orders. The urgency to buy seeds is continuing for a lot of people, And so I shared a number of places that I like to buy seed from in a Facebook post on the Cosmopolitan Cornbread page the other day. And my number one favorite place to order seeds from is, of course, Baker Creek. However, they are so overwhelmed, they actually shut down their site for the time being as far as taking orders. They are just not taking orders right now. I think they are doing that like every so often to restock, repackage, and catch up on all of the orders that they're getting. Another website that I like to order from is the Southern Exposure Seed Exchange. They have a catalog and a website. I've ordered from them. They are periodically pausing orders as well to catch up and package up and ship out everything they've gotten. Another one is the Seed Savers Exchange, and again, they periodically pause the orders just to play catch up. What else? M.I. Gardner. I don't think M.I. Gardner's taking any orders at all right now, because I looked at their I looked at the website and it looked like everything was completely sold out. Now, one website that I have ordered from in the past and have had very good experience with is Hoss Tools. Hoss Tools has lots of heirloom seeds. However, not everything that they sell is heirloom. They do have hybrids. Now, I am not against growing hybrid plants. However, when you're growing hybrids, you have to understand that it took more than one kind of plant to create that plant. So it basically had parents, and it's not necessarily going to be stabilized yet. So the seeds that come from that plant, for instance, if it's hybrid tomatoes. Now the tomatoes that come from those plants might be fantastic, but if you save the seeds from those, you are not guaranteed to get the same kind of tomato. It may have traits from either of the parent plants. So you can save the seeds and you can grow tomatoes from them. They just may not be the same tomatoes as the kind you saved the seeds from. So just be aware of that. You can save the seeds, but it may be a fun surprise as to what kind of plants you get in the next generation. But as I said, they do carry a lot of heirloom seeds, and right now they've got a lot of seeds available. I was on their website just yesterday checking to see their availability and what that was looking like. So if you are looking for seeds, those are just a few more options. Now, one mistake that I have made in the past couple of years is starting my seeds too soon. Even though the almanacs, the calendars, the charts, all those things tell me to start my tomatoes and all of my other spring/summer garden plants at a certain time, I have the last 2 years found myself wishing I hadn't started them so soon. I end up with tomato plants that really desperately need to get into the ground. They are beginning to get leggy, and it's a real struggle. And of course, the reason I couldn't get them in the ground was because we were still getting freezes. We were still getting frosts. And so this year, I'm going to learn from the past 2 years, and I'm going to push my start dates back by maybe 2 weeks or so, maybe a little longer than that. But I'm not going to worry about getting them started as quickly as I normally do. So it'll be fine. I mean, we have a long growing season here, so yes. But I do need to sit down and go through all of my seeds and figure out exactly what I'm going to grow this year. So that will be my next challenge, because it'll be here before we know it. So that is it. I am totally losing light here, and this is probably going to start getting grainy. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thanks for hanging out with me here again at the homestead. My name is Constance from Cosmopolitan Cornbread, and I'll talk to y'all next time.